the different trading setups on pocket option that you can use to profit. Okay, so there's many different setups you can use to profit. I like this the best. This is the simplest. It's the SuperTrend setup. Okay, so this setup works very well. So basically, all you have to do is go to here are the indicators and select the SuperTrend indicator right here, and then you just try to enter in as soon as it says buy or sell, right? So sometimes it's not very successful, right? For example, here, sell. It went right up right after, right? Here, put a buy in. It went right up as well, okay? So that was successful. This was unsuccessful, right? This one is successful as well, and this one is successful as well. This is around roughly a 70% win rate. So if you just follow the buys and sells, you will have around a 70% win rate, right? So there's many different setups you can use for this, but I like this the best. This is simplest, right? You just have to make sure that when you are trading with this setup, when it does say buy, for example, if it says buy, I would be a little bit hesitant if it's well above the 70, because that does indicate that it will likely go down very soon. Same as if it's below the 30, right? If it's below the 30, it indicates that it's likely going to go up very soon, okay? And of course, you can also use the MACD crossovers as additional leverage as well. So this is super easy, and I also like setting this up with 4 charts. So you set up with 4 charts right here. All you have to do is just like see like where the buys and sells are, and you can kind of just look right here. For example, here you see this is not really above or below. So if I could, for this one, I would have gotten it in right around here, right? So it did go up a little bit, and now it's kind of going down a little bit, right? So it's very essential that you get in as early as possible, because that does dictate the success rate of the SuperTrend indicator. Each candlestick late you get in, it's around a 5% decrease in win rate, right? So let's say you get in 4 candlesticks in late, right? You're looking at roughly a coin flip then. It's like a 50-50 chance of winning or losing, right? So you really just have to get in as early as possible with the SuperTrend indicator, okay? There's also a few other indicators that I really do like. Our other indicator that I like is also the fractal indicator. So basically, when it has an up arrow, it's down, right? But if it has a down arrow, it's up, okay? So this is a little bit more nuanced. The success rate is a little bit lower, but it's still pretty decent. I would say, for example, here, it said up, and right after that, went down, right? So here, I'd really just be waiting for the next down arrow, and that'll be up, right? So it's a pretty simple trading strategy as well. It's just more frequent. So here you can get in and out a lot more frequently. So these typically don't last very long. So you'll see the down arrow very shortly. And of course, you can also support it with other indicators like the RSI and MACD. These are just like the base indicators that I really like using. Okay. And of course, you can go to other assets as well, right? Here, these are more short-term trades, I would say. So I would typically do 15 seconds. And as either the arrow did disappear, that means it's still a sell, right? So that's why I said this indicator is a little more inaccurate, right? So it switches up real time, which is not optimal, but it is still a fairly accurate indicator. I would say it's about 65% accurate in trading. So that's why you have to do only high payout assets. So you really only want to trade with, the 92% or 90%, something around that, right? Okay. Here, the light's beginning to go down, right? We've gotten a little bit down, right? But here, up arrow, and let's see how this trades out. This is a shorter term trade. Shorter term trade generally have slightly lower success rates, so this one's likely going to be a lose, but it's just for demonstration purposes, right? And the fractal indicator is pretty decent. I do like the first one better, the SuperTrend indicator, but there are some pretty decent other indicators you can use as well. So the next one is the Parabolic SAR. So This strategy involves so you basically, if you see dots below, it's a buy, but if you see dots above, it's a sell, right? Pretty simple trading strategy. And here did another win, right? So these are the top three trading kind of setups that I like best. The RSI MACD are just, the fundamentals that you should keep pretty much all the time. Um, they all have roughly similar win rates, right? So no matter if you're going with the SuperTrend or the Parabolic SAR or the Fractal, they all have anywhere between a 65 and 80% win rate, right? Depends on your luck for the day, honestly. But these are fairly good indicators to start trading with. So what I would recommend you do is go do a demo account on Pocket Auction. And you can go to Pocket Auction by going to pocketauction.com, or if you want, they go to becoinnet. And right here, becoinnet also offers short-term asset forecasts. So you can see the live forecast here. And you can go to Brokers, Pocket Option, and you can click this link right here, trade with your demo account. And then when you're ready, you can deposit as little as $5 and get a 50% bonus, okay? So that's our welcome gift to you. And of course, you can also take advantage of the short-term asset forecast, which is very, very helpful. For example, you can see the live accuracy right here. And because you can use like 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, right? And you can select the confidence. You want to select high confidence, right? So these are, generally speaking, higher chances of winning, right? And they can also select crypto, forex, stocks. Really great tool just to use overall. And can even you can even go here, look at longer term forecasts, and see the specific details of the forecast as well. Okay, and these update live as well. So here, 7-day forecast, Bitcoin's going to go down, right? You can also see, technical analysis, if it's a sell, buy, whatever. So really great tool. I use it all the time. And you can also get 50% off Pocket Option just like here. You can also use these other brokers as well. They're really great. And happy trading.